Have you ever walked into a room and instantly known something was wrong before anyone said a word? Or found yourself calming down an angry friend without even trying? That's not luck. That's a skill most people don't even know they have. Today, we're looking at 13 signs that you might have a higher emotional intelligence than you realize. And stick around for number 7, because it's the one even psychologists say is the hardest to notice in yourself. Sign number 1. You pick up on moods fast. A friend walks in smiling, but you can just tell something's off. Psychologists call this affective empathy, the ability to sense emotional shifts through tone, posture, and tiny facial cues most people miss entirely. If you've ever asked someone, "Are you okay?" before they even said anything was wrong, that's a strong sign right there. Sign number 2. When something upsets you, you don't explode. You pause. That gap between feeling and reacting is one of the clearest markers of emotional intelligence. Psychologist Daniel Goleman, who popularized the concept, calls this self-regulation, and it's a skill, not a personality trait, which means anyone can build it. Sign number 3, and this one surprises people. High emotional intelligence isn't about always having the right words for your feelings. Sometimes it's about being honest that you're still figuring it out, instead of forcing a label on something complicated just to move on faster. Quick question before we continue. Which of these signs sounds most like you so far? Drop the number in the comments. We'll check back in later. Sign number 4. Feedback stings for a minute, but it doesn't spiral. You can hear this needs work without hearing you're a failure. That's your emotional intelligence filtering the message from the noise. Sign number 5. When you're wrong, you say so clearly, without a 10-minute justification attached. Over-explaining is often a sign of guilt management, not genuine accountability. A clean, "I was wrong, I'm sorry," takes more emotional control than it looks like. Sign number 6. You can usually name why something set you off, not just that it did. I get defensive when I feel rushed. I shut down when I feel ignored. That kind of self-awareness is considered one of the 4 core pillars of emotional intelligence, alongside self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. And here's number 7, the one we promised you at the start. This is the sign most people don't notice in themselves because it happens automatically. You talk to your boss differently than your best friend. You explain things one way to a child and another way to a colleague. That flexibility is called social calibration, and it's one of the strongest predictors of emotional intelligence researchers have found, because it means you're constantly reading the room, even when you don't realize you're doing it. Sign number 8. Sometimes people don't want solutions. They want to be heard. If you've ever caught yourself holding back advice just to let someone vent, that restraint is a form of emotional intelligence most people have to learn the hard way. Sign number 9. You let go of grudges, but you still remember what they taught you about a person or a situation. That's different from either holding on forever or pretending nothing happened. Sign number 10. Awkward silences don't panic you. You can sit in a quiet moment with another person without rushing to fill it. That comfort with stillness often reflects real confidence in your own emotional state. Sign number 11. You've caught yourself thinking, "Wait, this is the same thing that happened last time." Recognizing your own repeated patterns instead of blaming every situation on someone else is a hallmark of high emotional self-awareness. Sign number 12. You can tell someone, "I see this differently," without it turning into a fight. Separating the idea from the person is one of the most underrated emotional intelligence skills and one of the rarest. And finally, sign number 13. You ask yourself how you're doing, not just everyone around you. High emotional intelligence isn't just about reading other people. It starts with reading yourself, honestly, on a regular basis. So, how many of these sound like you? Emotional intelligence isn't something you're just born with. It's something you build one small habit at a time. Let us know in the comments which sign hit closest to home. And if you want more videos like this, hit subscribe. We post new ones like this every single day.